Welcome to round 7 of the MarbleCar series. Halfway through the season, we are in Glansas in Kansas City. In Kansas, not Missouri. Hello everybody and welcome to the state that has been scientifically proven to be flatter than a pancake. Don't know how they experimented with that, but I'm going to leave that up to the scientists. Anyways, since our last race at Sparson, it has been the Candy Cannons who is 14 points ahead of the Burning Hotheads. Will that change today? We're going to have to find out by the end of this race. And right now in spots 3, 4, and 5, it is consecutive separation by only 1 point from the Metallics down to the Galaxy Warriors. Moving on to our driver standings, it is both drivers for the Candy Cannons who are in the 1-2 spot. Sugar is in first position, but it's going to be Sweet who is going to be racing today. Can they redeem themselves after a P17 at race 5 in Atlanta? You're going to have to watch as well to find out. So, we're going to be moving on to our drivers' picks shortly. As we look at the track map here, we're going to have 16 laps in store for you today. A lap time average of a 6.8, but the lap times really did vary throughout qualifying. So we're going to see how that affects the marbles today. If you are new to the channel, this is your opportunity to find the team best suited for you. And also more about Glansas. This track features a singular dogleg compared to the 2 turns that we had at Atlanta. Also the largest track on our calendar. But so far it is Shine and Latte who are going to top Q1. Shine and Latte have a history of being in the same city. And in Q2 it is Supernova starting on pole with a 6.150. Just 0.3 ahead of Speedy. And we're going to be moving on to our starting grid. Supernova, Speedy, Latte, Flamehead, Shine, Drago, Busy, Swimmer, and Dreamy. Moving on to our next 9, it's going to be Hype, Sweet, Dart, Glacier, Evergreen, Rubus, Swirl, Tidal, and Vanilla. We're going to have to keep an eye on Sweet for today's race here. And so far it's Mandy, Blue, and Water. Sweet, starting in 11th. That is not good for them at all if they want to keep the lead. And here you go. Starting this race soon, and let's get racing at Glansas. The green flag is underway, and it's Speedy into the lead. Supernova already losing the lead. Speedy, Supernova, followed by Latte, Drago, and it's Flamehead and Shine to complete our top 6. Speedy still in the lead, coming into lap number 2. Supernova onto the inside and retaking the lead, and it's Speedy falling back down into second. Moving on to lap number 3. Supernova loses the lead down the main straight. It's Shine who's going to have a look. It's Supernova around the outside out of seemingly nowhere. And the pit wall also noticed how great that move was as well. Can Supernova keep the lead? It's not going to keep the lead. It's Shine going to overtake Supernova as chaos ensues down into the entry into turn number 2. It's Flamehead who's going to have a look on the inside. It's not going to work out. It's Flamehead does have a look on the inside, and he does make it work. Moving on to lap number 6, 10 laps to go. And it's Flamehead back down, and I think he's in third, but it's Shine who's going to retake the lead. Great launch from Shine. He's going to maintain the lead throughout the main straight. He's going to maintain the lead through turn number 2, coming to turn number 3. And Flamehead had a couple looks onto the inside. And it's Flamehead who's now in the lead down the main straight, far up into the lead. And it's Shine who's going to have a look. But the Flamehead jumbled up the pack coming down onto the main straight. Here we go. Flamehead down the main straight once again. Moving on to the dog leg. And it's Shine moving up into second. Meantime, Speedy, who started in second, is now into 12th. Not looking good for the Speedy dragsters right there. It's Dart on the radio complaining about the turbulence on the track. Moving on. Flamehead. Followed by Shine, and it's Drago into third. It's Sweet up into 4th. And it's Shine having a look onto the outside, now onto the inside, taking alternate lines to see if he can move Flamehead around. It's not going to work out. Flamehead maintaining a solid defense. It's Shine far, far away from Flamehead as he falls down into 4th, coming onto the dogleg. It's Sweet and Drago who overtakes. Now it's Flamehead still in a commanding lead. Can anyone stop him? There's only 2 laps left. It's going to be Sweet, who's now into second. Sweet onto the inside. It's not going to work out. Flamehead once again, still in a commanding lead. Onto the final lap now. Flamehead onto the main straight. It's not going to work out for Busy and Sweet, but it's going to work out for Flamehead, for the Burning Hotheads. And Flamehead with 3 podiums to their name and make one of those a win, because the Burning Hotheads finally have a win to their name after 4 podiums now scored along with that win. An excellent race and a commanding lead for the Burning Hotheads. Even more impressive is Sweet for the Candy Cannons, redeeming themselves after a poor finish at Ella Malanta. That's going to be a great story for them. So, final standings order here. It's going to be Swirl and Water who are going to score points for their team, putting them out of that 0-point drought. Moving on to our team standing, it's the Burning Hotheads in P1 now, with just 1 point difference of the Candy Cannons in second, who lose that lead now. The Galaxy Warriors into third. And moving on to our driver standings, it is Flamehead with 106 points to their name. Sweet just behind. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in Glaschester. Goodbye.